Welcome back to Icarus. A quick recap. In the last session we constructed the contact and orbital exchange devices, start doing simple mission quests. We set up farming and a new kitchen set to boost our experience by 75%. Set up T3 benches, and we set up deep ore mining for sulfur, iron and copper. Upgraded our base and leveled up to level 30. Today is gonna be a busy day. We're going to unlock and build a bunch of items from T4, including a shotgun, composite armor set. We'll upgrade and expand deep mine drilling with electrical drills and start doing operation missions and hopefully hit level 40. We'll start by unlocking Fabricator. This gives us immediate access to the rifle and the shotgun. The rifle is generally cheaper to make the ammunition for, but I'm gonna go for the shotgun because access to resources is not gonna be a problem. With the shotgun, we need to craft a cured leather. The easiest way to do this is to build a drying rack from T1, but we don't need to unlock it because we picked the drying rack from one of the lost missions. We did it in the previous session. What we do need is to go to T3 to unlock ammunition, and we need shotgun cartridge for our shotgun and also the shotgun slug. The total cost of shotgun slug is 2 epoxy, 1 copper plus platinum sheath and gunpowder, which is considerably more expensive than ammo casting and rifle round, which requires only an iron ingot and a gunpowder. Speaking of gunpowder, we need to go to T2 and unlock it. Gunpowder also requires sulfur to make, so a lot of sulfur mining, and that's why I have sulfur deep mining already running. The other thing we will need from T2 is carbon paste, so we can make carbon fiber, which will be needed for a few items in T4. Going back to T4, and next we want to unlock vapor condenser, which I will eventually build, and that allows you to extract enzymes and exotics from geysers, and also the extraction process is a very good way of leveling up. This is probably the only item in T4 that allows you to do something extra on Olympus. The other items are more of a quality of life improvements. Vapor condenser requires composites, and the composites also required for a few other items, including advanced battery pack. So that's the next thing that I want to unlock. And the composite is probably the most expensive and hard to set up item in T4, as it requires over 160 electronics to be built. So we'll need electrical tool. We'll need a material processor. Material processor needs 6 electronics, and then we need composite base. And in order for us to smelt the composite base, we'll need to have an electric furnace, which takes another 60 electronics. So 120 electronics just to be able to get access to the composite. But once you get there, crafting composite base and smelt it is not such a big deal if you have deep mine set up. But getting there will require a bit of a grind. The next item on the list from T4 that I want is deep mining drill. It digs the ore faster than the oil powered one. It has more space capacity, so we need to check on it less often, but it will require a lot of titanium, electronics and aluminum to set up, and I want 10 of them to get running. And to power deep mining drills, we will need a bunch of solar. I will unlock solar panels, but I will probably not going to be building them, as there is a way to obtain quite a few of them, at least on Olympus, by exploiting one of the operations missions. But we do need to have a basic battery pack and advanced battery pack. Basic battery pack I'll use for electrical mines, and the advanced battery pack I will use for the base. And for the both packs we will need titanium plates. Next thing here, which I will eventually want, is the charging station that lets me access to the battery powered lantern. I like it slightly more than my current lantern, purely because it works underwater. If it didn't, then I would probably find this kind of useless. It has marginally better lighting, but I do prefer the light colors, softer light colors from the lantern. And the other item which is useful here is portable ice box. It's useful when you do long distance missions and you want to have access to the food that gives you experience gains. The other 3 items in this list, I find them kind of useless because you can build other light sources with the more sustainable power source. Power creature deterrent can be useful if you have a lot of traffic through your base of unwanted creatures, which can be quite irritating when you're trying to focus on the gameplay and not you protecting the base. And next on the list, at some point I will start doing basic selling lights. I will unlock electrical textile bench now, just so I can get access to the composite armor set later on, and potentially maybe I'll start using it to make leather if I need more of it. Next I want deep freezer. For deep freezer we need to unlock the marble bench, and deep freezer completely solves the issue with food spoilage. And while we're here we'll unlock electrical water pump, water purifier, and oxygen synthesizer, and it's gonna completely solve our water and oxygen access. Next I'll unlock electrical masonry bench. Technically not required, but I find it nice to have item. It combines your concrete mixer with masonry bench all in one, so I can make the stone building pieces and concrete building pieces from single bench, which is more of a convenience than necessity. And finally I will want to build a foundry so that I can access to the better pickaxe, axe, knife, eventually unlock hammer, and right now on sickle, and eventually getting and building a compound bow. And the last item that I want to unlock is in T2, a beehive. Beehive gives you access to honey, and honey and kiwi fruit gives you access to a kiwi fruit ice cream that gives you a 30% experience boost. And eventually I will unlock the extensions for the beehive. For now I'll use 3 points as a backup in case I forgot something. Alright, so my initial focus will be building electrical furnace, creating a material processor and a foundry, and setting up electrical drills. For that I will need almost 1,000 copper ores and a few other advanced ores, which is going to be a bit of a grind, but hopefully I'll get through it fairly quickly. And lastly, let's upgrade our talents. I'm already happy with the stamina, movement speed and health perks that I've unlocked, and today I'm gonna focus on combat. I usually start with the crossbow, especially if I'm focusing on single missions, as the crossbow is easiest to access. But on the open world, I'm gonna start with the firearms, and I'm gonna start with shotgun. So let's get 25% discount on the armor crafting, reload speed, damage, and 5% to craft an extra ammo. And I'm gonna go for this perk here as a first priority. And this perk gives 10% chance not to consume ammo when firing, which stacks together with 5% freebie and also 25% discount on resources. And collectively that gives 50% extra ammo when crafting. And then we'll unlock the critical damage and move into the crossbow upgrades. And in the solo, the last point that we want is to put towards lone wolf. I'm gonna put one more point in the next level up. Alright, let's get into it. First thing first, we'll upgrade our machining bench to the Fabricator. The Fabricator is done, let's install it and let's make a shotgun. And we can get rid of the pistol. I'm not gonna use it, at least not until I build a turret. And we need a gunpowder for the ammunition. Okay, that's gonna take 15 minutes to make the gunpowder. While I'm waiting for that, I'll start working towards the deep mining drill. I have enough aluminium and carbon fiber, but I'm not sure about the electronics. I need 5 organic resin, I only have 3. Let's add another mortar so we're not blocked by making of the gunpowder. And now we can make the organic resin and other items in parallel. And now we can make the electric deep mining drill. Okay, this is done, and now the only thing we need is a solar panel to power the drill. And for that I will pick up a dry run expedition mission, which drops a solar panel and it can be re-requested unlimited times. And we're going to exploit this mechanic to get as many solar panels as we need.
This is Major. UDA's given Lagos the go-ahead to expand operations. They're looking for data on the deserts. If you can get in there, it'll open the place up for scanning, prospecting, and a whole lot else. There's a lot of questions here, and they're paying top dollar for answers. Choice is yours.
Alright, so our goal is to head out and pick up the drop supplies for the mission. One of them will contain the solar panel, and then we'll gonna re-request the solar panel a few times, and we will progress to this region where we should find an emu. We're gonna take an overnight shelter in one of the caves along the way, and if I wasn't on Olympus with access to the free solar panels, then the next best thing is to craft portable biofuel generator, which is relatively cheap, and that provides enough power to power one electrical drill, which is a good alternative. All right, so I made a bedroll and a campfire, plus an enclosure for the electrical drill. We don't need it right up front, but we will need it when we start installing the batteries. Let's head out and see how much ground can we cover before taking an overnight shelter in the cave. So it's getting quite late. I'm getting close to one of the caves. I'm gonna get shelter and stay overnight. Alright, I turned in for the night. Mined copper, gold and titanium. And now I'm gonna pick up my stuff and continue with the journey. Up the drill.
Legos unit figures the cave system's the key to getting through to the desert. But tidal forces from Minos mean subterranean networks are anything but stable. They figured you'll need drilling equipment.
And the next stop is supply with the solar panel and an electrical tool. Okay, and that's last drop location with a solar panel, and once you picked up both pieces, we can now re-request the equipment by going to the main menu and resupply, and we can do this every 3 minutes to get an unlimited number of solar panels. I also need to find some food to feed my mount. Let's do that very quick. And here we go the solar panel. I'm also gonna throw away the drill because it just adds weight at the moment and we can always request it. And that's what I'm planning to do, is just to keep requesting the solar panels until I have enough of them. I do want to have roughly 11 for my deep drills and 6 for my base to start off with. So we're gonna continue down this way and we will look for a mower. And also I wanna check out a few caves around this area. I know there's one here and I think there's one somewhere there. There's a few caves around here anyway, and I'll need copper and hopefully I'm gonna get 1 or 2 exotics. I've just spotted a mower behind that rock, just need to deal with that wolf first. And let's get that mower. Okay, let's get this mower to follow us and we will start heading home. I have an incoming level 5 storm. Just waiting for my mower to catch up so I can take it to the cave. Looks like we have an unwanted guest. It's always a good idea to stop and just wait for the mount to catch up with you when you're taming it. We have a cave nearby, so I'm gonna go there to seek shelter, and we're also very close to the biofuel copper drill that I want to upgrade after the storm finishes. weather the storm and also see if I can find anything useful in the cave. So the storm is over. I managed to find an exotic copper, gold and platinum. Let's upgrade the biofuel copper drill to the electrical one and then we can head home. Feed our mounts. I will start with building a stone enclosure. Technically I don't really need it right now, but I will add the batteries in the future and the batteries do need to be protected. Let's deal with that wolf very quick. Looks like more wolves over there. I'll use the mount to get XP for the mount. And how did you get in there, buddy? Let's get you out of here. And the last step, we need to connect the power. Okay, so we've got a basic setup. In the future we'll add 2 batteries. One battery generates 1500 units of power, but the drill needs 2000. So one battery is still better than none, but it means that when there is no light it will operate at 75% efficiency, whereas with 2 batteries we'll get 100% efficiency and enough stored power for the unit to operate throughout the night. Alright, let's close this box. Okay, our basic electrical deep drill setup is ready. In the future I will add the batteries and the location beacon. For now I'll skin the wolves for the bestiary experience and then we'll head back to the base and tune in for the night. Alright, we're back at the base. We're starting a new day. Quick recap, we came back from starting a new exploration mission. We brought in mower. It's being tamed at the moment. We need food for our mounts. We also picked up a bunch of solar panels. I've got now more than enough to set up all the drill mines. I have 11 solar panels for that. I also installed 6 solar panels on the roof. They're ready to go, but nothing to connect to just yet. The next thing I'm gonna do is set up another concrete furnace to double the smelting speed, prepare food, and head out to finish dry run expedition mission, for which we need to head back to this cave. Okay, let's do it. Just saw a bear and running away from it. Lucky I'm on a horse and this horse is faster than the bear. We arrived at the location of the cave. Let's make sure that our buddy is following us. This is a very simple mission. We need to set up the solar panel and then connect it to the electric drill, that which will open up the passage between forest and the desert biomes. And while the drill is active, we will need to protect it against the cave worms attacking us. Let's deploy the drill.
Okay, looks like that sucker's ready to go.
90% done. I was expecting more fight. Playing on hard. 2 worms seems to be quite easy. My time on those 2. One more wall to go and we are done.
Okay, looks like that sucker's ready to go.
Any more?
The dust. Let's get out of here. For real this time.
Okay, well that was easy. Much easier than expected. Might just grab a few ores and then be on my way. I don't think I need this drill anymore.
You're opening up Icarus for them. And everyone else. Yep, the future's coming. Where it's all going, who can say? I guess that's up to you.
Alright, let's get back to the forest biome and start a new mission there. I will collect a few more ores on the way and eventually I will come back to the desert biome, but first I want to focus on upgrading the base. And we're back on the other side of the tunnel in the forest biome. We have a boar, we have a moa, we have the whole zoo. What are you thinking, buddy? Start another mission? Okay, well, something quick and easy, but with a few credits. I think the Homestead was the best one for that.
The Assembly don't trust anyone, but they need help. If you're looking for some quick cash, this could be the one. Looks simple enough, but then again, it always does. You should know how to pick them by now.
Quick cash is exactly what I'm looking for, and hopefully this is going to be a very quick mission. I don't remember the specifics, but I will need to build a base with the furniture in it. And then it should give me enough credits to buy an advanced mineral scanner, which I'll use to build deep mining extraction for all the different types of ores around the base.
So this is the spot. They got their reasons. Let's get started.
Craft and deploy decoration bench. Construct and finish rustic cabin. Let's do a basic cabin and see what else we need to do. Okay, so I spent a good chunk of time collecting resources and built 4x4 simple cabin. My mount is also low on food, so I'm gonna feed him and continue with the build. Here you go, boy. Okay, so we need to make a few things. Let's see. What about the bed? Okay, so we need iron nails. Statue, we need copper. Okay, so we can make everything, but we need to make a furnace and an anvil. Should I go back to the base, or can I get by making those things here? I need 40 ingots. 40 ingots, I need 80 iron ore. How much do I have on me? I don't have enough. There is a cave nearby. I think I just sleep overnight here and then explore the cave. There is underwater in a lake, which I should be able to get enough iron, but that means I also need a furnace. For the furnace I need stone. Stone is easy to get. I also need a fireplace. Fireplace probably T2, since that's where the masonry is. Fireplace, we need stone and wood, so we can pretty much construct everything, but we'll need to mine few resources and expand the base. So let's get some sleep and get a fresh start in the morning. Oh fuck. That is stupid. Shit. Okay, let's save the workbenches and then jump into the water. Crap, I need water. I think I'm gonna die. Okay. Man, that was so stupid. Okay, how far I'm from the location? Should I go back there or back to the base? I think I just go back to the mission site. Alright, I'm at my gravesite. That was the most stupid way to die. Okay, let's start again. Is there anything left from the base? Okay, the door. That's nice. Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff there. Okay, so maybe we can salvage a thing or two. So I rebuilt the base 2x3. That should give me enough space to fit everything in here. It's gonna be a bit cramped, but I don't want to be spending time building a nice base here. I'll probably not gonna ever use it at this location. and I'd rather to finish this mission and then go back to my base and continue the upgrade. I'm also low on water, so I'm gonna quickly take care of that, and then I'm gonna start looking for the new cave. Huh, here we are. That took me way longer than I thought it would, but I was actually looking for the hole in the ground, but that's more like a cave entrance rather than a hole. I'm gonna quickly mark where it is. It's super close to the shore. I also started my search in the middle of the lake, which was also a mistake. So let's see what we find. Doesn't seem like this cave has any enemies. That's good. Alright, so I'm gonna grab iron ore, copper ore to build the statues and the beds, and then I'm gonna head back. Okay, I'm back with the ore, just built 2 furnaces to smelt all the iron ore. I'm gonna turn in for the night, hopefully without causing any fire, and then we'll continue building the furniture. So it's day 3 of our Homestead mission. After getting killed and coming here with not enough resources, we're now smelting iron ore to make anvil, and once I have anvil I'll be able to make the missing nails, and then I'll be able to build the bed and a few other things. I need a lot of fur, so I'm gonna go and start hunting for fur. It's kind of a good practice run of a mission away from the base, just to see how you cope with keeping your mounts fed. Mine is getting thirsty, so I'm taking it down to the water so he can drink. And then I'm gonna go out and hunt for fur. Luckily they can drink themselves. Okay, I've gathered all the resources and we're gonna start building the furniture. Okay, so this is ended up looking more like a warehouse than a homestay, but I don't really care. I just wanted to finish this mission, and this base is probably not gonna last too long because it's made out of wood, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back to it. Although I do like the location. Location looks pretty good, and I may eventually come and build something more permanent. But for now, I will wait out the storm. I will grab a few pieces of furniture to bring into my main base for the increased well-rested bonus, and then I will continue upgrading my main base to the T4 items, and also finish setting up electrical deep drills. Okay, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.